Hi everyone, I'm Diana Palm, and today we're going to talk about a very important topic: why ignoring evil will not protect you. Are you spiritually awake, yet hesitant to acknowledge the existence of dark forces? Just like parasites in the body, demons and negative entities exist, whether you believe in them or not. Ignoring them doesn't protect you. It actually makes you more vulnerable. In this video, I'm going to reveal the reality of angels and demons and the unseen battle for your soul. Why denying negative forces makes you an easy target. How spiritual parasites drain your energy, just like physical parasites. And how to stand in your spiritual power and fully awaken. Welcome. This episode is so important, and I thought it was really timely to share the content of this video. I've been doing spiritual work for over 30 years, which means that most of my friends and colleagues and people that I know and am acquainted with are some form of spiritual healer, psychic, medium, Reiki practitioner, or any other type of shaman, medicine man, or woman. So it's really, really surprising to me. So many people turn a blind eye to the demonic and to the negative forces that are out there. There's almost like a hesitancy or fear surrounding the acknowledgement of negative energies. Nobody wants to talk about them or address them. The surprising truth is that many spiritually awakened people deny dark forces. They deny their very existence. Just because you ignore them doesn't mean that they don't affect you. And this reminds me of a personal story that I'd like to share with you. When I was teaching a very close friend of mine about parasites. Now, this was a very educated person, and she refused to believe that today in the United States, in a civilized, fairly clean country, that people still had parasites. She just shut it down and would not accept it. Until one day when I put her on a cleanse to help her improve her health. And wouldn't you know, she began eliminating parasites. And I was the first person that she would call every single morning to tell me about this. And she had a radical transformation from absolute refusal to acknowledge, look at, or think about parasites as a reality until the day she started eliminating them. And just because she didn't know about them or ignored them would not make them go away. So that very fact that she took something or did something, made some sort of action, educated herself, and then took the cleansing protocol, the herbal supplements, actually helped her eliminate them, where she then could see them with her eyes and realize, oh my God, these are real. And she not only was blown away because this was such a mind-blowing new concept for her, but she also found her body physically feeling healthier, more vital, and having more energy. So this was a huge transformation for her. It's very similar to how we have spiritual parasites that are draining our energy and our need to eliminate them. The spiritual world is real, and both light and dark exist within it because we're living in a plane of duality. That's what Earth is. So we have angels and we have demons. We have good and we have evil. We have healthy, we have sick, we have duality all around us. And that's because we humans learn from experience and learn through duality. So the very nature of having lower vibrational frequencies or negative forces or sickness around us isn't technically evil. It's just part of the duality on Earth, so that we have free will and that we can make different choices within the scope of good and bad. Ignoring dark forces leaves you vulnerable to attack, leaving you unprotected and unable to even know what's happening in your life until you start to feel sick and drained and experience bad luck over and over and over until it just spirals out of control. Spiritual parasites attach to unhealed wounds, emotional trauma, and unconscious fears. The symptoms of spiritual attachment are low energy, high anxiety, intrusive thoughts, and emotional heaviness. There may also be sleepless nights, just feeling really depressed or lethargic, and having an overall negative outlook on life can mean that you're really being impacted by negative entities. Physical parasites make you feel sick and tired until you cleanse them and you feel amazing. Well, it's exactly the same for spiritual parasites, the dark forces, the negative energy, the entities, the ghosts, the unhealed spirits. When they attach to you, it is exactly the same as a physical parasite. And once you cleanse your spiritual energy, you actually feel that you're able to hold more light in the vessel of your body, that you're able to think clearer, that you have more positivity, that things start to transform in your life in a much more uplifting way. It's much more of a light-filled experience. When you're spiritually cleansed, you're able to actually live a much more enlivened existence and enjoy a higher vibrational frequency. Angels, guides, and light beings exist to assist you, but you do need to call upon them. Because of your free will, you can't just expect them to intervene without being asked. I mean, this is literally like a daily exercise of asking and inviting them to come into your life to help you stay spiritually clear. It's also really helpful to understand that even the darkness teaches. So as people are awakening, going through this huge global spiritual awakening, it is coming through spiritual attack. And so it's most helpful to think about all of the darkness, what it has taught you, what it has brought out in you, the strengths that you had to develop in order to overcome or achieve through that kind of madness. It may also have really deepened your faith, given you more resilience, given you a more peaceful heart, or helped you to be more forgiving, or maybe completely get on a different life path. The darkness serves too, because the darkness really makes you pay attention to it so that you can fully wake up. Now, just like the parasites, I told my friend, hey, better out than in. I would rather know if I had them so that I could eliminate them. Well, it's exactly the same thing with dark forces. Wouldn't you rather know if you had some in your environment, if you had some attachments that were impacting you, making you feel sick and tired, making you have negative experiences over and over, or experiencing negative emotions or relationships time and time again? Even sickness and poverty are impacted by negative entities. Wouldn't you rather know that they're there so that you could eliminate them and begin to start experiencing a different version of yourself, a happier, more healed version of yourself within the life that you're creating, a life that's just generally happier and more go with the flow instead of such struggle. Struggle is also an old paradigm that we've been moving out of as more people are awakening, but it is through the struggle that we rise above it vibrationally. So I'm not going to say that your life will be perfect, but if you are spiritually cleansed and keeping up with your spiritual cleansing work, you will notice drastic improvements in all areas of your life. So awareness is the first step. Acknowledge what's around you. Then I recommend daily spiritual hygiene, which would be grounding, clearing, and protection practices. And also calling in for divine protection, whether you connect directly to God, Creator, or Source, or bringing in divine assistance through the angels and your spirit guide team. You can do this through prayer, listening to high vibrational frequencies, and in doing or receiving light work. You can empower yourself by seeing the truth and not fearing it. If you have experienced negative forces or spiritual parasites, let me know that down in the comments below this video. If you like this video, be sure to give me a like and be sure to subscribe for more insights on spiritual awakening and protection. If you're ready to step into your power and learn how to protect yourself from spiritual attacks, join my Spiritual Warrior training. In this program, you'll discover some ancient wisdom, powerful energy healing techniques, and divine protection strategies to keep your spirit strong and unshakable. Don't walk this path alone. Become a warrior of the light. For more information on how you can become a spiritual warrior, check out the link below in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.